talking about the United Way Mason County and some updates on their Valentines auction and then some other things that they've got going on. Dan Cooling, Carrie Lemmon, good morning to you both.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good. Thanks for having us.
It was great to see you guys, and it was a fun time at that United Way Valentines auction. Dale did a great job there auctioneering, and you guys had a big turnout and just a ton of things that folks were bidding on and just participating in. Mm-hmm. And now you got some numbers for me. Is that right?
Yeah, we doubled the attendance from last year.
Wow.
So to a couple of people I said that to, they said, well, there was a lot more. It didn't really seem like it. Probably 30 people had the flu that day, so we would have had even more people.
Wow.
But about 230, and then we had quite a few walk-ins, so we definitely filled the room.
That's awesome. And what were some of the funds, the totals of the fundraise, Dan? You got that, or Carrie? Either one of you.
So we were up 30% over last year, which was great. I think we raised a total after expenses and everything of almost $14,537. So about $4,000 higher than last year's.
Wow.
Which was really great to see.
What can that do for a community? That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. Well, a lot of the focus, what we put it on was we could deliver with this money 500 meals to seniors, provide more than 1,000 books to children, supply 100 backpacks stocked with supplies and healthy snacks. That's really, really important. 1,500 pounds of food. That's not just food, that's fresh veggies.
Oh, wow.
Because that's the issue that the food banks are having, are providing the fresh fruits, because they're obviously expensive. And temporarily house 2 families of 4 for 30 days.
Wow.
And that's just a couple. There's a couple more $1,000 available there. Building homes for Habitat, the average repair is about $500, and that's just the cost of the materials because they don't charge the labor. They've got great volunteers for that.
Oh my gosh.
And we were able to cut our expenses down this year, which was huge for everybody that attended last year. We had the silverware and the plates and the glasses and stuff, and this year we thought, let's do a Valentine barbecue. Barbecue's paper. So we were able to save like over $500 by just switching out to paper and having the barbecue theme.
And you don't have to have fancy silverware or anything like that, as long as people are eating a good meal and they know that you're able to take those costs. I mean, that goes into helping.
Exactly.
That's another $500 to help out the community.
Yes, and thank you for recognizing that, because that is the most important thing.
I mean, if it was that, I'd just eat with my fingers all the time.
Yeah.
Why not? Bring my own.
I think it's the thing we worry about. You want to have a nice presentation, but then you also remember people are coming to this event because they want to give to the community. So you don't want to spend that money on those things. They don't care if it's a fancy plate. They're having fun. It's more into the auction of bidding, and there was some good bidding wars started.
Yeah, there were.
Dr. Apostle and Jim Morrell over at the credit union got into it, and it's fun to watch because the competitive nature comes back. It's all in good spirit, but it's all for a good cause. So that was really great to see. And for me, I just want to give a big thank you to the community and all the businesses that participated, because without the businesses doing the sponsorships, without the community members showing up, none of this would have happened. So it's really good to see up, and especially in a time like this where a lot of things are down and then we're up, and people still recognize that giving's important. So,
and especially the desserts too, because for somebody to give their time, some businesses donate a couple $100. That's awesome. But for me, if I spend a couple hours doing a dessert, that's taken into family time. So that really means a lot, that people put a lot of time and love into the desserts.
There's a ton of delicious looking desserts. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was really good, and it's amazing to see the pies they go for. Some people get that name every year, and people are fighting for that pie, and it's hey, I'm going to eat it. It's a matter of pride, and they bring it back, and I ended up getting one that was made, and I brought it back to work, and I had another meeting. I come back, and the whole thing's gone. And I was like, "There's 4 of us. There was 4 slices." They were like, "Oh, we divided it in thirds," and I'm like, now I'm going to wait till next year or what?
Yeah.
So
I'll just buy 2 next year.
Yeah,
probably what you should do.
Really great desserts. So
that's fun, and this is one of your major fundraisers. But what else is United Way working on here as we move into the spring here sometime soon?
Our Day of Caring is the big one that's going to be coming up.
Yeah.
So the 3 things we do a year is our annual campaign, our Valentine auction, and then our Day of Caring.
And Day of Caring this year is?
Well, we are going to be having the meeting. We set it in, the 3rd week in August, but we're not sure. that's summertime, so it's really hard to pick a date. You don't want to be back to school where, it's hard for individuals to get off, or they're on vacation. So we're trying to pick a day that is going to work for everybody the best that we can. But for the next couple of months, in all aspects, we'll be focusing on volunteering in general for the community.
Yeah, what are some ways that people can either get information about volunteering or start coming to some of the meetings that you guys have?
Yeah, absolutely. So we certainly have Day of Caring committees, and that committee is basically based on volunteering too, not just the Day of Caring event, but we've got information on our website for them to get involved. And we're also the hub for volunteering for Mason County.
Yeah.
So for people, we just want them to get involved, whether it's with us or another agency or picking up trash alongside the road, just get involved. And I think once they start doing it, that's what gets the momentum going. They feel good about, now all that trash is picked up, even though they spent 15 minutes, it looks good. And that begins the momentum.
You guys are active on social media, and you guys websites as well, so Facebook and Twitter, and then the website for folks to check out?
UnitedWayMasonCO.com or .org.
That'll work, yeah. And before we go, I just want to issue that challenge. Last time I came out, if you're interested in volunteering anywhere, we also have a volunteer program coming this summer. Hopefully, we're working on for some of the younger people in our community to help build resumes, college hours, things like that. We're noticing a lot of people or a lot of young people are coming out of high school without that experience. They're trying to get a job. I don't have any experience, so we're going to be working with local businesses to get them that experience when they come in for their first job. Hey, I've never had a job, but I've got this many volunteer hours. I've done this, or for their college resume. So that'll be coming soon too. But a lot of big things coming for us.
Oh, very nice. Well, keep us updated, and let me know about those kind of things. And finally, what do you got for me, Carrie?
Of course, to thank our sponsors. So we had several sponsors, and this year I think we sold the most tables. So that was great, and that contributed to the large attendance we had. But our 4 major sponsors were, of course, the radio sponsor for I-Fiber One News Radio, Mason County Journal, Maple Glen. That was our biggest saving, couple $1,000s on the food.
That's right. Oh, it was good food too.
Yeah.
They have great food up there.
That was really good. And then, of course, the shopper. So help us on all of our events that we do. So.
Well, I appreciate all the hard work that you guys put into the community. I know it's tough sometimes, but there's a lot of good feedback. I hear always great things about what you guys are doing out there.
Wonderful.
Well,
thank you.
It's very rewarding also.
Dan Cooling, Carrie Lemmon.